Okay, so there's something in this podcast that is apparently very interesting. We're going to have a look at it together, and I will react and see how it goes. So, for context, this is Erica Stanford. She is the Education Minister in the New Zealand government, which means that a lot of changes to legislation can be brought by her. And so you would obviously hope that the Minister of Education would know a lot about how kids learn well and what's helpful and all that kind of thing. They're talking about this new parent website that you can go to with all of the new curriculum resources kind of thing.
The end of the year, your child should know these times tables, be able to skip count like this and know, the time or know these shapes. And so you can then be empowered to do things at home.
That's really good. It's really super positive. Love that.
And what we'll also provide not only is that knowledge of what they should know by the end of the year, but also links to resources that you can help them with at home. So if they're not bringing home homework, you can do homework with them at home.
That's good. That's good.
In games you can play. I remember
Also great. Love games.
my parents used to, yell out times tables and throw a ball to me or squirt me with cold water if you didn't get it before,
What?
to resources that you can help them with at home. So if they're not bringing home homework, you can do homework with them at home. In games you can play. I remember my parents used to, yell out times tables and throw a ball to me or squirt me with cold water if you didn't get it before,
Are you okay? Have you worked through that?
I have.
I have nothing.
Do we need to talk about that at all?
Yes, you need to
I
talk.
used to do it with my.
Yes, you need to talk about that.
That's the thing. Kids love that sort of thing. They love the games and
What? Kids love that sort of thing. No, no. So many kids would absolutely hate that. They love games. I mean, a lot of kids love games. Games can be fun. Games can be cool. And this is someone who's high up in education in New Zealand. I don't hardly have anything to say. This is why kids have math anxiety, I guess. The high pressure, well, no pun intended, the high pressure of needing to recall something very quickly. A lot of people who struggle with math and have learning disabilities like dyscalculia really struggle with times tables because they're really hard. They are really difficult because it's so many pieces of working memory that you need to connect in a very short amount of time. So you don't get the answer wrong and don't get apparently squirted with water? Cold water? Um, times tables can be very difficult. Yes, if you can remember them, it does make a lot of complex algebra and other things easier, but for those who really struggle with working memory, holding multiple things in their mind at the same time, with number sense and struggling with the concept of numbers, all those kind of things make times tables really difficult and excruciatingly difficult. So I don't think she gets that part of it. I don't think she gets that it can actually be so difficult for kids to learn their times tables that any kind of punitive thing, it's not meant punitively, I don't think, in her example, but it's an insensitive and terrible example, and it's concerning to me that she thinks that's funny and cool and fun and that's what kids love. I just don't think she quite gets the nuance of that, and yeah, maybe I'm overthinking it. She made a suggestion for a game, not everyone will like it. Cool, cool, cool. But at the same time, a friend of mine really struggles with maths, and one of the things that they remember is driving to ballet practice or driving to gym or gymnastics or something and being quizzed on times tables all the way there and all the way back in the car, and if they didn't answer them, like, or didn't give it a shot, if they just were like, no, I don't want to do this right now, like that was they would get in trouble and told off, and it was like, and now they hate maths. I'm not saying those two are differently connected, but that frustration of not being able to remember something, I feel just that frustration, and I mean, I find cold water to be actually painful, and like the shock of water to be painful, the shock of being touched to be painful. So to associate struggling with math on one hand with being or shocked or surprised that makes the link, that's not great. That's really not good in terms of trying to encourage the joy of maths. I'm not going to listen to the rest of this podcast. That was the highlight that I was told about and I wanted to chat to you guys about. Thanks for listening, and I'll see you next time.